million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Jordan Love. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Vikings on Sunday night.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins. What a way to ring in the new year. Final game of calendar year 2023. The Packers and Vikings. Off we go on New Year's Eve. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got, it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Purdy's throw taken in by Hockenson here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing. He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gassed...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now 3rd down and very long. Love now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Love. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. take it in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. It's Love now back near his goal line. A check down here to Jones. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Trent McDuffie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Purdy going underneath. He's got Hockenson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
Purdy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now with Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Williams will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Following the interception, Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, going to the air with Love. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
To throw now, here's Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Love. He completes it to Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing, Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Final play of the half, Love. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Dak Prescott leading the way as his guys pick up win number 14 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Love from the gun.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packers ready to take over offensively.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there at 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Love. This one swung out here to Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Love now. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Love now to pass on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Love. Open man, he's got Reed. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Purdy now on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Moore. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Purdy now to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now 2nd and 3. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Javonte Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:19 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
First down, Love to pass.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Love looking to throw it.
He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Love.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
This is 1st and 10. Now Love.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Love.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On 3rd down, Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Vikings,
the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.